again here with new topic today. The topic for today is about tenses. Do you know what tenses are? If you know, then comment in the comment section below and let's see if you know them. Well, in this video we will just talk about one tense because I'm not going to tell about all the tenses. Those are 12 in number and I cannot tell all of them in just one video. It's going to take maybe 2 hours, so that's why I'm not going to. So today is about, well, you must be thinking our previous videos were about grammatical portions and some words of grammar. So why did we change? There's a reason. A friend of mine from America, her name is MJ. Well, her actual name is Marla Manshid, but we call her MJ. And she suggested me yesterday about making a video of tenses because she told me that a lot of guys ask her about the construction of tenses, how to make the sentences of tense. So that's what it is, and let's get in the video and see what's the topic for today. It's tense, I told you.
Okay, so well guys, I have actually seen that most of the people are actually only getting confused in tenses, that how to just construct the sentences. Okay, so I've actually seen that a lot of times. Like most of the people always just tell to us that can you please make a chart also for us that we can learn the tenses. Okay, well, I think that it has also become a very big problem for actually English learners that how to learn the tenses.
Okay guys, so do you know, can you think that is it good to learn? She's gonna tell but comment your suggestions.
And yeah, I would also love to tell you guys one thing that I have actually seen that most of the people, well after all, they actually just forget after just learning that. I've also seen that a lot of times, like guys always just learn, but after all, they just forget. Okay, so and that is why we are actually just making this video that you can just keep the tenses in your mind. Well, actually we are not going to tell all the tenses only in one video. We are only going to tell you about one tense, and that is going to be the first one, which is present indefinite tense. Okay, so well, it is also known as simpler present tense.
Okay guys, so today we're telling you about the present indefinite tense. What do you know about present indefinite? Well, maybe you can understand it by the name. What do you mean by indefinite? Maybe you know what's the meaning of definite, but do you know what's indefinite? Definite, indefinite, there is just opposite. Definite is actual meaning is, if we make it a simpler way, it means exact. But indefinite is opposite of definite, so it's not exact. Now you can understand something happens in the present, but it's not exact when in the present. So this is where we're talking about present indefinite tense, and there are 4 parts of each sentences in tense. That is affirmation, negative sentences, and question mark sentences, and question plus negatives. I'm going to tell about affirmation. She's going to tell about negative sentences. I'm going to tell about question sentences.
I'm going to tell about the question plus negative sentences, which I think that those are the last sentences to learn about. Well, after all, there are actually so many kind of sentences. As I can say that there are also compound sentences, there are also exclamatory sentences, but after all, making a sentence only consists of these 4 things, that what type of sentence it is. So you only need to learn these 4.
So let's start and watch this video until the last time. Don't forget to subscribe us and keep on going with your goal.
Like us.
Yes. So first is present indefinite tense. I told you what indefinite is. Now let's get into the affirmation. Just link your singular, what singular nouns are. Those are he, she, it, any name, any particular name. And plural nouns are I, we, you, they. You know that you must have learned simpler classes or second or third maybe. I don't remember because I'm in 9th standard, so I don't know anything. Okay, now you just have to link. People forget that do I have to use she with do I have to use SOES with she or he or something like that. They forget where to use do, where to use does, where to use SOES, where to not to use S or ES. So if you just make a simple trick, you're gonna learn this. So just you have to learn 2 things. Singular is linked with does and plural nouns are linked with do. Now start simple. If you take a sentence, she walks, then you can say she is a singular one. and singulars are linked with does. So now you can easily write she works because does es is in the last. Now you just have to take this es to this word work. So he works or she works. So this is what it is. Now let's take a plural one. I work. So I here is a plural one and plural is linked to do. And now there is no SOES. So just we don't have to write SOES, just write I work. So there can be a lot of, let me tell you, he works, she works, I go to work, I go to work, I go to market, I dance, I eat, she eats, he eats. It's like that. Okay, now negative sentences are like that.
Okay, so well guys, about the negative sentences, you actually just have to learn some of the things in that, and those are do, does. Well, actually, she also told you about that thing that do and does is also a very important thing actually. So by the way, you only have to do a very small thing in negative sentences. That after all, you only have to add not to that. Okay, so let me just give you some of the examples of some of the sentences of just negative, and those are I do not go to the market. She does not do her work. Okay, so as after all, you can see here that with the singular nouns does is used, and also with the plural nouns do is used, and after that just not is used after do and does. So after all, you just have to remember that.
Okay, now one more example is I don't do my homework. Well,
You do that.
I do,
sometimes.
but just sometimes. That's why I'm saying I don't do my homework. That is not something about just writing, so that's why I don't do sometimes. But when it's about understanding something, then I do this. Okay, now it's about question now. So you just have to do it very simply. Just take that do or does, whatever is going to be used in the subject. See the subject, if it's plural noun or singular noun. Now use do or does with that according to the subject. Now just take this does here. Change the position. It's so simple, just change it. And you have to do nothing. And one more thing, leaving the affirmations and the question, leaving the affirmations S or ES is never used somewhere.
Yeah, that's the right thing, that only S or ES is used in the affirmative sentences, but after that, not in the negative, not also in the question sentences, not also in the question plus negative sentences. That is not used. Okay, so by the way, also remember one important thing, and that is that you have to use question mark in the last. Okay, so actually the next thing is going to be about question plus negative sentences. Well, okay, so I don't think that it is actually tricky sometimes for I can say some of the people, only some of them. Okay, so let me just tell that how to just construct the sentences of those, and after all, it is so simple. Like you only have to write I can say any question sentence, and after that you only have to add not in that. Well, it is going to be like this. After you actually have to add not after the subject, like does she not go to the school, after that question mark. Do I not do my homework? Okay. Do you know that about whom am I talking? I also don't know that. Okay, so well, I actually just took it randomly that I don't know that who is he here. So by the way, after all, you only have to write the question sentences, and after that you only have to add not after the subject, and it's going to be very, very simple for you.
So you must be thinking that we told how to make, but did we tell them where to use? Where are the present indefinite tense used? Well, these are very simple. Those are the universal facts. I know you have learned it a lot of times and so many books. So
but overall, as I also told that some of the people always just forget that when they just grow up, or maybe I can say after 2 or 5 days even, some of the people just forget that what did they learn. So you just need to remember it. Just try to do that or not. And also just try to make some of the sentences, and I think that it is going to be very simple for you.
Okay guys, so I was telling them where to use the universal facts, daily routines, whatever you do usually, often things. These are the same thing, universal truth one. Like universal truth is the water boils at 800 degrees Celsius. You cannot say it boils at 80 degrees Celsius. I was about to say this, but I was telling a wrong one. So it's not possible for you to change 100 to 80 because it's a universal fact and truth. And if you talk about daily routine, then
I go to the market daily.
you can say duty, or you go to duty that I go to my office daily. So it's your duty, it's your daily routine. I go to take a bath daily. So it's your daily routine. No one can survive without taking a bath. Okay, so this was the present indefinite tense we told you about. And one more thing we are going to tell you about to remember all this. One thing I would say that I did in the charting.
Wait.
That chart.
Yeah, I was also about to just tell about the chart that you also need to make a chart. Okay, so maybe that we are also gonna give you a pic maybe in the comment section below, a pic of our chart. But I'm sure that you are actually just gonna understand. But it is gone some yellow. After all, it was white before, but it is just gone yellow.
It has been 4 years we've been using the chart. So we're gonna make a new one and gonna send it to you in the comment section below and see that. And if you have some of the things to learn, and if you forget it after all, then just draw it on a chart and paste it on your wall, and keep watching whenever you're passing, and put it in a room or paste it in a room in which you mostly sit. Maybe your bedroom or something
like that. Okay, so in your own room.
Whatever you have. So bye everybody.
Okay,
see you all
so bye
later.
everybody. See you later. Okay then, meet you later in the next